I want to talk about the 5 tectonic technology shifts that have happened. I think you'll agree that this is the way we should look at it, because it's the kind of thing that changes everything fundamentally, our friends, our family, and our professions, right? The first is the internet. Now, before the web, the internet in 1965 was a Department of Defense endeavor, largely geared around saving us from nuclear disaster by allowing dissimilar computers to be able to talk in the event of a nuclear strike. Kind of really reassuring, isn't it? But that is where it came from, and that was a big breakthrough, because for the first time, dissimilar computers could talk using this common protocol that was invented, TCP/IP. Second, the rise of personal computers. This is in the 80s. This is right here in this very state of Florida, in Boca Raton, with the IBM personal computer. A lot of dabbling in home kits and hobbyists, but when IBM said, we're going to start selling the personal computer, this did 2 things. Number 1, it legitimized computing, and number 2, and more importantly, it democratized computing. People didn't have to go to their data center to get information. They could do it on their own. They could do it at home. I think that's really important. Number 3 was the web, which drove internet adoption on a broad scale, right? So this starts with Tim Berners-Lee, who was a researcher at CERN in Switzerland, and he came up with this concept, what he called the World Wide Web, the WWW, right? He came up with this concept of what he called horizontal reading, right? Because we've always read vertically, top to bottom, but what if you had like a way to jump over to another article? We call that a hyperlink, right? That was exactly what he did. This followed with an interface, always important to have an interface, more on that, with web browsers, right? A way for people to be able to get to data, and this was Mosaic. Mark Andreessen, when he was working at NCSA, another research organization, came out with the first one. You probably recognize Andreessen's name because he's a fund, VC in a lot of very prominent companies that you're very familiar with. And so that really happened. We started getting the little mailers at home from AOL and Prodigy, right? Everybody dial in and get online soon. Number 4, the iPhone. In 2007, both my wife and I were in downtown San Francisco at the launch event for the iPhone. And Steve Jobs was like a little child. He was so excited. He said he couldn't sleep for 2 nights before because he knew he was going to change the world. And when it first came out, it was like, it's a camera, it's a phone, it's a music player, an iPod. But that's not what it was. It was a computer in our pockets, and suddenly everyone had to have it. Now, that was 2007, this is 2024. It's taken 17 years for the next tectonic shift, and that is ChatGPT. This drove GenAI adoption, really for the same reason that Mosaic did. It's an interface. We all get, we understand, we know how to talk to it. It talks back, that's really interesting, and talks back in a much more natural way for us.